What's up, shit? My name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track from an artist named Peter Unger titled Selah or Selah. We're going to go over here and you can decide for yourself how that name is pronounced, but because I'm not fantastic with my pronunciations. Occasionally I get it wrong, so apologies if I have gotten that wrong. Selah, Selah, Selah. It's okay. Regardless, we're going to start the song and hear what we think. Beautiful acoustic guitar. Very countryish kind of tone to this.
Lord, give me a prayer.
Alright, so this is kind of like acoustic country kind of stuff. Okay, this guy's got a beautiful voice, pretty voice.
Lays on my heart that I may see what you would have me be.
Thank you for putting the lyrics on the screen so that I don't have to kind of listen whilst I talk. I can read the lyrics whilst I talk. I appreciate that. Thank you. It means I can take in the context of the song as I kind of review it.
Lord, I fall on my knees.
So obviously this is sort of like going down sort of the...
Pray the words I think will please.
I don't listen to a lot of sort of religious music, and I think that's a shame, because I just don't know a lot about what kind of artists that work with this kind of genre. With these things. It's on my heart this day. There's a lot of stuff happening on both sides of the headphones. Like there's a whole lot of like left stuff happening on the left and the right, and it's kind of coming together and sort of, they're not intersecting, they're kind of dancing between them, and you've got the main sort of rhythm in the center, and I think that's a really nice sort of way of layering the song in terms of the acoustic instrumentation.
Little love, hope, and faithfulness guide the thoughts you bear.
Okay.
You'll find that I will meet you there.
That's very nice. That's very wholesome, isn't it? That's a nice message.
Selah, Selah.
Oh, Selah. Awesome. Thank you.
Selah, Selah.
I can't sing like this guy, man, but that's all good. I'm liking the birds, dude. The grass doesn't look very good, though. Yeah, that sounds like a reasonably natural vibrato there. It's quite pleasant to listen to.
Lord, show me the sign.
It's nice to hear a song that can hold its own sort of rhythm and pulse and groove without needing a drum kit. I find that often I listen to acoustic stuff and you can kind of get lost in it, and that isn't always appropriate. It's good to have a song where like you can kind of keep track of the pace of with use of dynamics and accents and stuff, and that's often the risk of overproducing a track or lamenting it or compressing it too much, and I'm glad that they didn't do it with this.
And yet I think of all the times.
And he's keeping that same sort of melodic theme throughout the verses. You know, he's continuing to roll with that as a kind of a returning point through his performance. Yep, so it's a very similar kind of melodic sequence there. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's effective because it's familiar, it's nice and warm, you know?
Listen in the silence that dwells deep inside of you.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. My silence inside of me is a bit scary, to be honest. I mean that in a genuine way. But I suppose that in this time where people are sort of locked down, it is important to sort of get to know ourselves so that we don't drive each other insane, you know? I wonder how you get that sort of like really kind of sweet little vibrato there, man. I wonder if Peter had vocal tuition. I would say that he probably would have. I'm wondering if he's been classically taught. But this is a very nice, calming track to listen to. I'm glad I'm listening to this after a really busy day, because it's a really great way to wind down, you know? The reviews that I do are, you get all sorts of music, so I'll probably get something after this which is really full on and intense and I'll be wide awake again, but you gotta take it as you go, you know? Probably not helping that I'm drinking coffee, but yeah, it's fine. Fantastic effort. Fantastic effort. So, video produced by Lisa Koza Productions LLC. Phenomenal effort by Peter Unger. Selah is probably one of my favorite acoustic tracks I've listened to in quite a while. The performance, the layering of the different acoustic tracks, the consistently solid vocal performance, the singing, everything worked together very well, and it was a very complete sounding performance. The song structure was very easy to follow. There were no notes that were out of tune. And there was really no risks that needed to be taken with a song like this. Because it is not like it was going for anything particularly alternative. It was meant to be something familiar to people, I feel. Kind of letting them know to be well. And you kind of don't want to take too many risks in a song where you're telling people that they can feel safe. Because, I mean, if you've got a song where you're telling people they can feel safe and then you're doing all sorts of weird stuff, it's kind of a oxymoron, you know what I mean? But yeah, Selah is a fantastic effort on behalf of everyone involved. And I'm very grateful that I got to listen to it. I'm not sure what else more I can say about it. Because sometimes the songs that I listen to sort of speak for themselves. You know, I'm sure that you didn't find anything in there that you could particularly disagree with. I don't think I could find anything that I could particularly disagree with. And it makes my life very easy when I don't feel like that guy who's like, oh, this thing, maybe we needed to go back to the mixing disc and redo this, you know, because occasionally that happens. But luckily, Peter has got a pretty good grasp of everything required to make a really solid single. So thank you very much for watching my review of Peter Unger's track Selah. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to check out more Peter stuff, feel free to go check out his YouTube, as I believe his stuff is on there. And how many views does this video have? It's a crime that this only has 97 views. It's a crime that this only has 97 views. It really should have more. There's so many talented musicians out there that just don't have the exposure, despite how incredible they are. And it's a shame. But hopefully, if this review that I'm doing if it helps people, if it entices people to listen to more of Peter Unger's music, then that's exactly what we're wanting here, isn't it? So I'll catch you in the next review. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on. And I'll see you later. Spiderhands out.